Hey tubies. Um, so I don't know what this video is going to be about, but it is Mabon. Happy equinox. Um, Man, I have been I have been on the internet, just not on YouTube, for a minute, and um, I haven't like been posting on like TikTok or anything, but I've been in it and I've been watching it for a few years now, specifically Witch Talk. And let me catch you up if you are like an old viewer of my channel, because nobody knew was going to be clicking onto this shit. But for the two people who are going to watch this, um, Wicca is the bad guy because we are culturally appropriative. And yeah, that's always been a thing, but it's not inherent to Wicca, and you don't need to do that stuff to practice Wicca. But everyone decided that it is so ingrained and integral to Wicca that there's no separating it, so we're bad, and also we all do it, and also we all worship Gerald Gardner, so all the bad things he did are okay, according to us. This is according to them. Um, so there's that. Um, you will be eaten alive if you say that you are Wiccan in any capacity now. So, remember all those old videos where uh, some of us were, I don't think I did it. No, I probably did. We were complaining about, how hard it is being a Wiccan, and we're so persecuted, and my God, are we now? By other witches. So that's fun. Um, wow. Um, the online community for witchcraft from the TikTok side of things, and I assume Twitter, even though I don't really use Twitter, has been crazy. So, for any of you who are watching this because you used to watch me, um, like 17 years ago, um, I want you guys to know now that there have been some debacles, such as new witches trying to hex the moon and the fae. Um, it was a trolling that got out of hand, and some people took it seriously, and that was fun. Um, and then there's this whole thing online, especially on Witch Talk now, where there's always some crazy shit happening, but one of the issues there is um, really big, really huge, like mass cancellation of anybody for anything. Um, so a lot of creators that maybe, were good or whatever, would be really, really demonized off of whatever, just being Wiccan, having another spiritual path, but not following it the way that was popular on TikTok at the time. Because a lot of these communities will eat their own communities alive now. And it's really fucking weird. And there's not a lot of room for it's so two-faced. You get half of people saying you have to do what feels right for you, and everyone else is very strict if you don't do it this way. Um, you're awful and you're bad and your gods hate you. And there's arguments. I guess it's always kind of been there about whether the gods actually love you or not. Um, but it's to the point where I've seen people get in people's faces about it, saying that's not the relationship you have with your God. You can't speak to them in a friendly way. They don't like you and they don't care, and it's disrespectful. And it's like, hop off. Why are you fucking bothering them? Maybe your gods don't love you. Maybe they don't present to you that way, but goddamn. Um, ugh. And then there's a lot of scamming going on with there now. And there's this big trend where TikTok works on an algorithm. It's going to feed you random videos, but it's going to feed you videos based on things that you've liked, based on other people you watch. So then there's stuff about, if you happen to be seeing this video, it's because this tarot card reading is for you and the 22,000 other people that liked it. Um, or if you're seeing this video, Aphrodite is trying to reach you. If she's trying to reach me, she wouldn't use TikTok to do it, and that's not like cool on TikTok to say that. But if she wanted to reach, why does my neck look like that? If she wanted to reach me, she would not use TikTok to do it. She would do it in a way where it's going to be, I think, more clear. I don't think the gods are on TikTok. And there's a lot of, this is another issue with stuff that I've seen online, is that along with the uh, hatred for Wicca, even though they've gone on to take things that are very Wiccan and use them in their own practices, because then it's not stealing for some reason. Um, casting a circle and doing all of these things that are very Wiccan, and you'll do it too, and you go, no, I'm just an eclectic witch. I'm not Wiccan, because Wiccans are all racist, because I've totally done my research. Sure. Where was I going? Where the fuck was I going? Oh, right. So, I feel like because because TikTok is a constant stream of all of these things, and you feel like you're learning everything in like 15 seconds, just one after the other, after the other, after the other, and you think that that's building up your practice. It's not. A lot of things are being pushed to the wayside or not being researched because someone on TikTok said it with such confidence that that must be the correct way to go about things, and enough people are saying that that's the correct way, and a lot of times it's not the fucking correct way, or it might not be your correct way. And I think that people are taking everything from Wicca except the fucking year and a day, which is so goddamn important, because that is where you learn your discernment and what works for you and how to pull information from different fucking resources, and not all of that is going to be on fucking TikTok. And I love TikTok. TikTok can be very useful for getting a whole bunch of information out there about a whole bunch of shit. But my God, is it so trash and hostile. And I know that there was drama back in the day, 15 years ago, about Blue Fire Witch, right? In the pagan community, there was some whole shit with her. I don't even know what that was about, because I minded my own fucking business about it. But my God, whatever hate she got, and some of those videos are still up, by the way. I looked it up yesterday. I didn't watch the videos yet. I don't even know if I'll be able to understand them without the context of it happening presently. No, you will. God, TikTok will eat you alive. My point is that people are not doing enough research on their own, and it is very, very obvious. They are not learning how to practice their discernment and how to figure out what it feels like when you're being communicated with. They want to go online and ask all the time. I was taking a walk and I saw this, is it a sign, and am I cursed? Am I cursed? You know what I learned? What I see most of the time now that I am a big witch, is that most of the time, at least this is my belief, if you think you are cursed, it's probably not that bad. Maybe you picked up something yucky, but chances are the 16-year-old girl on the other side of the screen does not actually know what she's doing, their magic isn't that deep, and you can probably just get rid of it by burning a candle and taking a bath. But they treat it like it is fucking life and death. And it is ridiculous. If you guys are following me from the olden days, go type in witch talk is toxic or reacting to witch talk. This is not shitting on the younger generation, because I love witch talk as a concept and witch talk as it was a couple of years ago. Mostly, but by God, it is not the fucking same. And it is so wild to me to see how shitty everything has gotten back from when I used to post till now. And it used to be our pagan opinions. And if any of you new kids are the new kids aren't gonna fucking look that shit up, but the videos are still there. And it's like we were touching on different arguments and stuff back too, and there was stuff about discrimination. I think there were some videos about appropriative stuff. I don't know if that's the term that they used, but the talks were there. They might not have been as knowledgeable about shit now, because now there's like a bigger discussion on appropriation in culture in general, at least in America. And a lot of the conversations that they're having is shit that we've been talking about. Like, this shit is not new. Racism, homophobia in Wicca, and they act like no one's ever had that fucking thought before in the whole craft, and it is wild to me. But yeah, if you're gonna steal anything from Wicca because you think that that's your I got them back for being so shitty, you should be stealing the year and a day of practicing and just doing, learning to do your meditation and communicating with, whatever it is you want to communicate with, a god. Not having to message a bunch of people saying, is this person gonna reach out to me? Oh, well, is this God gonna reach out to me? But that circles back to the fucking tarot conversation where everyone has to I guess tarot's always kind of been like that. People always asking, is this person gonna ask me out on Tuesday? And I feel bad because I it's not that Wicca is the only path for you to choose, but it is that I think starting out, and it gives you a really good foundation, even if it's not something that you stay with for your whole fucking path. And I feel like for me, if anyone was coming to me, they're not for information about how to get started and whatever, it is the year and a day. It is taking time, and it's just a fucking year to learn about meditation, to figure out what gods you like, and themes are important to you, and what other things that are open from other practices that you can incorporate into yours, and your own family's history and where you're from. And maybe you do want to work with the spirits that are from where you're from, but maybe you fucking don't, and it shouldn't be a goddamn war about it. Because I passed a video where some girl was dead ass like, if you are black or brown and you work with the Greek deities, you have mental illness. Go to glass, like, where the fuck did you pull that from? Wild, rude, and fucking incorrect. I could go on and on about it, but this video is already 15 minutes. I love you guys. Happy Mabon. please go check out some of those fucking videos. And yeah, maybe I'll talk more soon. Don't know. Um, I miss video responses. I wish YouTube would bring that back so that, maybe I could have a circle of the 5 people on here who still give a crap about what I'm doing. I love you guys.